Frequently I hear coaches say something to the effect of, yeah, we do this and the players really hate it. So maybe it's, doing a bunch of squats after practice or sit-ups or, extra conditioning. Whatever, whatever the case may be, the details aren't important. What's important is, why are we intentionally doing things just because the players don't like them? So it's one thing to do something because it has a positive effect. So, some players may not like all the exercises that I use in my dynamic warm-up. My purpose is not for it to be fun necessarily, but I have a specific purpose in terms of the movements that I want to teach and the movements that I want players to be competent. But I'm not intentionally doing it just because the players don't like to do it. I think that's a silly reason to do anything, and it creates an adversarial relationship between coaches and players. There should never be a time where we're doing something just because players do not like it, or we want to prove a point to the players. Our goal as coaches should be to work with players, to elevate players, to inspire players, to motivate players. And as coaches, sometimes we need to use exercises that are not fun or are not the player's favorite, because we are the leaders and we understand what the players need to do to get better, or to achieve their goals, or to get it to a specific point in the future. And by all means, if that's the objective, if that's the purpose of an exercise, of course, use it. That's our job as coaches, to make those decisions. But too often I think coaches take this adversarial relationship where we're going to prove a point, or we're going to do this because it's hard and because we want players, to suffer, or because it's something that our coaches did to us and we want to pass that down, and make players do what we did because it made us harder or tougher or whatever. And again, I think these are just silly reasons to do things. The exercises that you use, the drills that you use, they should have a purpose. And that purpose should go beyond just being hard, or just being something that we think is going to toughen up a player. It should have a purpose in terms of improving the player, developing better athletes, developing better people, and ultimately developing a better team that's more equipped to play the game.